Good morning. Here we are. This is pretty much near the end. So, we've got our ship and our landing craft all attached to the base. The explosion splashes are all dry. So what we're going to do today is we're going to be using acrylic gloss gel medium and create the ocean. Now we apply it with plastic spoon, cake spatula, little plastic pieces. Basically what we're looking for is a smoothish surface with some waves, and then we'll also use it to rough the water and create the wake around the landing craft and splashes up against the ship, and to form the explosions and the blasts from the near misses. So we'll start out. I'll show you how I do it a little bit up here at the front, and then I'll go ahead and speed the video up again. But what I generally do is start off with a little bit and just, depending on how thick or how wavy your sea is, will determine how thick you really want to put down the gel medium. It does dry clear. So this sea will be generally calm because they're at anchor. They're doing landing ops, so if they're not at anchor, they're moving very slowly. The biggest chop will be around the boats, where I can build it up just as it starts to dry. So right now, I've got that smoothed out pretty much. Then if I want to add some waves, I can go in and do this, and that'll add just some minor waves like that. And I'm just pressing down and picking up and then moving it in a slight angle to kind of give the waves a little direction. So that's how I do this part. And then once this dries, we can dry brush it with some white caps or not, depending on how the waves look and how we want things to look. So this is going to be fairly thin. You can see this is the type of wave I'm looking for. Just nice, simple surface roughage. So I'm going to go ahead and thin this or smooth this out some more. While it dries, that's when I'll start building up around the front of the ship by using these smaller tools, and I can remove the fuzz from the tip of the tool, and I can actually build waves, and we could draw in some wakes and things like that, but that'll come in a little bit. So right now I am going to go and speed the video up and get this moving. All right. Okay, there we go. So, now one of the things you can do is, I didn't bring it up, but this hull was warped. Some of the older model kits, the hulls start to warp and just don't come out flat. so there were some gaps where the hull meets the board. So you can actually use this to fill that just a little. It also helps the to keep the ship on the board along with the glue. Now, you see I've added some of the white around the, I don't know if we can get that up there, around the landing craft here. We've covered up all the water impacts. Got some more wake waves on this one. So, hope that's focusing properly. And then we did the same back here on the explosion. This will dry clear. It's just going to take a good bit of time. So, we have to let that sit, and then we'll come back and do some more, oops, I missed a spot. We'll do a little bit of touch-up work, and then once that's done, we're going to add some cotton effects to feather out the water splashes just a little bit more. Add the gun firing effects, and that will be the end of our project. So, while we wait for this to dry, I'm going to go watch the rest of Victory at Sea on TV, and thanks for following along, and I'll see you for the next video, which should be the conclusion of the USS Montrose project. So, till then, have a great day. Okay, just a quick update. It's about an hour later, and now you can see how this is drying. So, it's got a long ways to go to dry. So, but you can see how the waves actually form in. Everything is drying nicely. We'll have to cover up some of that glue with some white paint, but that's not a problem. And anywhere that the gesso slopped up on the hull, it'll just look wet. So I just wanted to give you that quick update and just show you what it looks like as it's drying. And like I said, the next video will be finishing off, cleaning up, and calling the project finished. Alright, thanks a lot.